a potential dynamic hero to play around with the Mars and go and make action happen. Templar Assassin for Nigma. Timing hero, for sure. It's not something we see too often nowadays. GH trying to wrap around. Hasn't leveled anything up just yet.
Viking doing the same thing. That's why Shad is aware.
They do actually get the slow on the Drow Ranger. Stunned up. Light Strike Array connects. GH is here with Tag Team, but Miracle's been body blocked and right-click down. Went for multi-shot as that level 2 spell, but still falls. Moving back into that lane to help out the Drow Ranger. It does have a couple of wards around for vision. It looks like also dewarded the camp, so he can get that small camp pull off if need be. Now Enchantress about to drop up top, though. Purifying Flames. Enough from Kuroki after the spear from MC. Leaves Sven all alone.
Bottom lane, some damage on GH. Right click will do the trick. LSA misses, but I don't think you can trade as Miracle. You're also very low on regen, just bringing some... He didn't actually use the Courier. Courier's going back.
Well, it's still got stuff on it, yeah. Shad dying up top lane.
Courier, where are you going?
This level 2 Purifying Flames from Kuroki.
Mind Control sees there's Raindrop on Enchantress, starts to burn them. Like, it's the best item you can get against Mars, and especially Oracle. Bounty Rune. One still standing. Invoker is not a hero that buys a bottle, so might stand there for a very long time. Miracle.
Yeah, GH couldn't save him. Again, these stuns coming in hot. Aramis dropping low to the creeps, but Toby close to getting another kill. GH can be saved by Kuro. And then Mind Control is doing a similar thing. Snipes the troll, and he's also
one mango available. Celery needs to use it on Sven if they want to go. Use the mango.
They go in. Try and get in on top of it. There it is. Has the Stormhammer ready now, but waiting for the Oracle to arrive to get a two-man Stormhammer. Doesn't quite land it, and they've also got the Fate Edict to stop the right-click damage, but Celery with the final touch does get the job done. Now tier 1 surely should fall there, while down bottom lane a crush into Light Strike Array, catching GH. Snowball buys a second of time, but Boom is here, ready. And he arrives to give Toby that killing spree.
Oracle TP to the top lane, they instantly start playing aggressively on the bottom. How's mid lane doing? 66 against 44, but in terms of net worth, only 200 gold difference. And if they get this kill, that's pretty big. They're gonna get even. Sentry.
Oh, but no reveal.
Not available.
They don't see the TA under the meld. Boom, down to half HP as Shad gets blown up by GH. Mind-controlled Miracle and Kuroki, they bring the whole family up top.
Starter level 7, 8 minutes in. 0 deaths on Toby with 3 kills.
Oh, he's a big boy.
He might actually, you know, get a hand of Midas here. I'm not joking. Sven's going for one. Arena, drop.
Onto Boom. Fairy Fire's there, but he's speared up to the sides. Nice two-man Light Strike Array, and Toby arrives, but he's got no mana, no crush, and no follow-through from Viking. So, and it's something you said they needed at the end of the draft, right? The Enchantress, the Lina, they don't really start the fight. So that Slardar Blink is imperative for them to have early on. Top lane, Miracle.
So far away from
he's found by Toby and Shad.
They don't have a tier 1 tower. What am I saying?
They can't TP.
Yeah, no one can TP and help him out. Oracle is level 6. But, yeah, they're stopping some push on the mid lane. Yeah, there's a huge difference. And it's gonna keep increasing, because... like, Mars does not have a hero he wants to play with until TA gets her Deso, and there's the Deso, so I think they want to take a fight right now, even though they don't have Oracle ulti.
And they burst Celery's Enchantress pretty easily, while GH snowballing forward, trying to catch this Aramis Lina.
So close!
Does get the tag from that Walrus Punch, but turn around with the EMP Light Strike Array. Mars coming with an Arena, trying to... misses the spear, and now Sven arrives. Arena on 3. Aramis does get caught inside, doesn't back away in time, and the Invoker's in trouble. Dusted up, the jump catch. Toby's there with a two-man crush. Boom's about to fall, snowball the pawn. Down he goes, while the Fate's Edict stops Toby from bashing into Miracle, and the TAs come in with a trap to slow them down. Sven struggling to stick onto a target, and Nigma somehow they managed to do it. Even with this advantage for Viking, the blink from Slardar, the power of Sven, it is Nigma with the control, the damage, and the double kill for Kuroki.
This is exactly what Nigma needed. Like, they needed this damage, like, call it cheap damage coming out from Deso.
MC, he's so desperate for his blink.
So close.
He sees the creeps. The creeps got frosty feet. He knows that Mr. Icewalk Invoker's here.
He's trying to hide. He's actually close.
Is he hunting?
He's going
He wants to kill the Lina. He'll kill Lina, buy his
it.
blink, and then maybe die. Yeah, he buys blink. Now he's like, okay, kill me. Cool. I really don't
Buys
care.
everything.
I bought my Blink Dagger. Yeah.
And the dust.
Come on then.
Spends all his gold.
And that's 3 heroes down bottom while Roshan's being taken by NIGMA. That is so much space.
That's actually perfect play by Mind Control. He was buying time. 3 heroes showing on the bottom lane. Viking, I feel like they also, you know, are... If NIGMA initiates, they're not going to back off. They will take that fight because there is a 10-second BKB on Sven.
Straight jump on Enchantress, annihilated. Sven looking for MC and they Laguna Blade him down. TA facing off against Shad, but in the back, Toby, he does get caught with a good shards and a gust. BKB's forced and Sven slaps them down. They all hit the dust. Mind Control, Kuroki and GH about to fall. Shad just needs one more touch over there, and they've also got the catch on Wii. GH down, Templar Assassin losing the Aegis, and Miracle
Blink is ready. Can he blink out?
He should be able to, unless the Sunstrike, the Light Strike Array, they catch him with everything. Burn through the refraction, and Viking with no reveal, but Tornado,
LSA.
Light Strike Array, Dragon Slave, and Stormhammer all hit the TA as she lands on the ground with a thud.
I don't think Oracle will be in position to just go in and try to dispel things. His primarily role is I need to save my TA or Drow Ranger.
Yeah, get rid of Corrosive Haze, get that False Promise going. Viking
Toby's in.
Swinging into action. They do make the jump onto Miracle, but the Fate Edict and the Mars ulti. Mind Control catches 3 of them inside, but Sven turns with the God Strength and the BKB, slaying that poor GH Tusk. But it's only a trade for Aramis now, as the BKB from Wii does allow him a bit of a gap now. But there's the Cold Snap coming, and the reveal is there, so TA, she hits the deck. BKB from Drow, well, she stands her ground and tries to TP
Shad,
on.
he's
Have they got a
far
stun?
away.
There's nothing there to catch, and they don't have the damage to hit, because you're right, Sven will only console himself with an Oracle kill. As Mind Control Mars, back in the trees, TP's home.
Miracle hiding in the trees on top. These 2 heroes can't kill him alone. He's gonna actually get double kill alone. Here he comes.
Try it as well.
Ghost Scepter on Aramis.
Oh, the big damage. Nice snowball shots, though, trapping Aramis in. Beautiful from GH, allows the punch, the mech is there, but it's saved from Celery, but he's put himself in the firing line now as the Drow pummels into the edge, while the Weehar TA has been slain. Shad and Toby pairing up, and they desperately want to hunt the Drow Ranger. Her BKB's wearing off in 2 seconds. It's gonna end in a second now. The bash is coming from the Slardar, but the Tusk Snowball, not enough. Doesn't buy the time. GH will try and survive, but the big man with a big sword, Shad, is here, and he's delivering.
Ooh, man, that damage from Sven. He also ended up going for the Blink Dagger. And also pierces through magic immunity, so you might waste all of his BKB. But yeah, we're talking about something that could happen in the next 10 minutes, because I don't think Tusk will get that amount of farm. His positioning needs to be more defensive than the offensive. And here they
the game
come.
could end.
Sven wants level 25 before they take that
he blinks
fight.
out. GH is out of there. Oracle still going to get found. Sunstrike is coming. Kuroki blown up. They found Boom though. He doesn't. BKB and Chi still unused, but they make the jump onto Miracle. The BKB from Drow Ranger buys a little bit of space as the Arena of Blood lands from Mind Control, and Miracle barely outside, but the BKB from Shad allows him to chase forward. A double again for the Sven, as the Weehar TA does blink back to high ground.
Shad's like, guys, give me, I need to use Hand
Haze.
of Midas. Don't kill the creep wave, please. Pretty interesting.
Going for the Triumvirate of Stormhammer talents then.
He's
Not seen
in.
that one in a while. He is in. There's the 1 second extra duration. Oh, it worked. It killed the Oracle. Made sure he couldn't get false promise off.
They got him real good, Gary.
Surprised him with a talent choice.
But when you think about it, if they have a Cataclysm, I mean, Invoker's not even going for Aghanim, so whatever, but...
Mind Control. Come on, dude. Bounty runes, yeah, they're spawning in like 10 seconds. He's buying time for his team. He's forced 3 heroes across here.
And BKB is ready.
Yeah,
7 seconds. Like he's gonna have it, but the whole team is coming out. BKB's not gonna help him out against this one.
But it does create a bit of space. Like, you look at the rest of NIGMA, they're immediately smoking up. They want to kill off somebody. Celery, he's going to be the target of choice. Try and blow up the Enchantress, and they look like they'll succeed. Light Strike Array towards Tusk. Not going to have too much follow through. And
wants to take a fight. That's an early God Strength.
Sure is. He's got Blink Abyssal, the catch from Toby, but the blink away from Wii with the refraction charges. Now the E-Blade comes and the Sunstrike's landing. Stormhammer's there and they'll finish him off. Crush, stun, hit. Toby, he does the trick. And Roshan is alive. Perfect timing. Would you believe it for Viking?
he was forced to buy a Blink Dagger just to be able to stand as further away as possible from a team fight. Because you have Sven with a Blink, and you have a Slardar. Yeah, was that Roche? Because it got deleted pretty fast. Maybe they should have like a winter special, where they fight with snowballs.
Head over to Finland, the Finnish UFC. We'll get the WWE going. Instead of the cage match, instead of hello.
Mind control.
He is spearing back Toby, but in comes Shad, and dear lord, is that a lot of damage! The celebratory E-Blade as well.
It's not like he has a ton of mana, you know. Slardar, pretty limited, even though he has 1,000 mana pool, and this will get him, like this kill will get him to level 25. If they can get it, Tusk has no buyback. Ooh,
and there's that Laguna Blade.
Will be
dead for 79. Radial Deafening Blast with the Sunstrike's coming, Cataclysm landing, but we still standing, and Sven slapping into her as the TA falls. Does have buyback now. Shad slowed by that Scardy of Drow Ranger. Turns with the multi-shot, and Mind Control has come back in with an Arena of Blood. Does find a couple of big hits on the boom, but the cheese is popped, and RMS with Sven. Celery there, they turn, and they burn, they kill off Miracle. Oh. Triple buybacks coming through from NIGMA now, as Mind Control trying to tank up everything that's being thrown at his team. Toby, Celery, RMS retreating, and boom. Throws out that last tornado to hold NIGMA back. But it looks like the Radiant team not done just yet. They want to chase the kills. They've bought back for this and they need to desperately find something. But Viking are too strong. They retreat as a squad. And Sven has gone home and he's returned back into the fight. They nullify up the Slardar, but down goes Mars. Poor Mind Control is shredded as the Sven diving in the back takes down Kuroki, and Miracle's falling. The diebacks from NIGMA will secure the game now for Viking. Weeha has been stunned. The refraction will only last so long, and GG's call.
Man, what a performance from Viking. Like, NIGMA had Aegis try to take a fight, but they fought, like, it was a perfect timing. Like, if Sven decided to get a Blink Dagger that fight, it could have, you know, make a game completely different. But he decides to get a BKB. They had a high ground vision, and this is the breaking point of the game.
Well, NIGMA with an interesting draft. You said it very clearly. It's one that has a longer ramp-up time, takes much more time to actually get online and hit their timings.
I want to see more aggression from Viking. Like, this top lane has a ton of kill potential. Mid lane, actually, roll coming out from Earth Spirit.
Okay. And the kickback. He kicks the stone to slow him down. I think it might have been worth going for an actual kickback on the Shadow Fiend. They miss uphill, and the Fairy Fire's there. They don't get the takedown. I think a misplay from RMS potentially, and they turn with a raise and the hits, and First Blood is actually Boom. Boom killed Wee. Now he wants another one, a bonus kill on Kuroki. One more hit, he's going to get it under the tower. There we go with the overcharge. Overload, in fact. After that Remnant. Nice, says RMS, as he trades his life for 2 on the Storm. But he'll be lurking around mid lane regardless, trying to, again, aim towards Wee. Shut down the SF, and GH does rotate in to try and bodyguard. To try and catch him out. They've got Enchant, dispels the DD. It's the Shadow Fiend in trouble. Vortex drag him back in, and this Aramis Earth Spirit, right place, right time with the Enchantress to help out. Clockwork wanders back towards the tier 1, and Shadow Fiend 2 deaths in a row. Not looking hot for Weeha.
The triangle of wards from NIGMA. But they still lose out the fight because Viking outnumbers them. Bloodseeker, top lane, roll.
And the kick. They're trying to actually chip away at Kuroki. Mystic Snake, dealt with by the Magic Stick. And Bounty Runes, spawning up 5 minutes in as Mind Control removed, and GH chasing Shad, but they've got a Centaur with a Stomp in a second's time. Shad gonna give him the runaround now, and back under tower, or the tower aggro, he gets it off, but not in time. GH sprinting away from Celery as they do chain him up, stun him with a magic missile. Centaur Stomp
Celery
is
fine.
still
Celery's
ready.
actually gonna get a kill on GH, maybe Kuro. Okay, there's a TP rotation from NIGMA.
Oh, they get the Malefice on him. Maybe GH dies. Centaur Stomp is going to take another 2 hits from now, and they smoke under the creep, so they don't have any more vision.
Yeah, the creep gets extra damage from the enchant, something that people forget about, something that I forget about. Mid lane, Boom is in.
Oh, he sure is. Ball lightning. He's hit level 6. Deep. And they're trying to raise him, but we just can't get the job done. Kuroki was here, but doesn't have mana for stun or anything, so... But they see the SF. They want Weeha real bad.
because Bloodseeker does not have mana, and Medusa can easily just get rid of the clarity. He doesn't even put a point
We
in a
cancel the
rupture.
CP! Yo! We cancel the CP! Oh my god, no. That is painful for him. He's dead. He tries to Requiem, but he's dead. So what? He tried to TP bottom, then he cancelled it. And he's stuck up in that jungle. So both the spirits were able to find him. Regen rune, Kuroki, deny it. Yes! Yes, buddy! You did something.
Bottom lane mind control falls down, and they will pressure the tower with the God Strength. It's a full duration.
Kuroki's dying mid lane.
That's why I said it's a greedy lineup from NIGMA, because it's very punishable.
Miracle Medusa. Top net worth on the NIGMA side. Double race.
I was like, there's no way Medusa's more farmed than Storm Spirit and then you
on the NIGMA side.
On this side, yeah.
And maybe in the grave, RMS and Boom yet again. It's long range initiation from the two spirits, pairing up beautifully. Viking though take control of this jungle and make sure that the ancient stacks not completely taken out by NIGMA. They've also spotted Wii with a Blood Right. Rod of Atos there from Toby again, and well, Shadow Fiend
still running. Let's see if he gets the kill and dodges it. Oh, he tried to do so. He tried to dodge the Requiem damage on that, keep the Regen Rune going. You can't afford to get like Boots of Travel considering you're playing against the Storm, so it's kind of suicidal. You can only make your game worse. I think like Yules and BKB, you need to.
Oh, look at that! Atos into Blood Right. Again, they find the Shadow Fiend. Immediately down to half HP, and the Storm zipping in. The Vortex to cancel the TP, and Boom finds yet another one. Taking down the Shadow Fiend for the 6th time this game.
Problem is, Viking is controlling all the runes, so Storm will get regeneration runes, arcane runes, and it's a tough one. Once again, NIGMA just holding onto that triangle.
But a black hole maybe now. Mind control. He needs to get it done. But it's cancelled immediately. The silence comes. Aramis with a gorgeous play. The Storm still does die though. The pushback from the Cogs. Now the Stone Gaze onto Toby. The swap back in. And NIGMA hold their high ground. A big kill on the Storm. 557 gold. And maybe another one here. A bonus kill onto Toby. He's tanky, but he's swapped back in yet again by Kuro.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Could be in a bit of trouble unless there's some more people deeping to the outpost.
Storm's coming in. Miracle gets tagged by the Veil, and the Storm's magic damage is going to come in and shred through Miracle's HP pool and potentially GH, but a good pushback with the Cogs, and even better roll inside the Cogs. TP out, cancelled again by the Vortex, and GH. He was here to save that Medusa, but it wasn't to be. Well, mid lane they get the Atos, Blood Right, Centaur, Stomp, Mind Control, say goodnight, you're done for.
Oh, it's a tough one, Gary, once again for NIGMA. I think the breaking point for Shadow Fiend was that first blood. He tried to turn around and go for a kill. He got it, did not get the first blood money. And then the 4-minute rotation where they just, completely dominate them. They outnumber them. Blood Right.
Stuns onto Toby, Kuroki's blown up, and it looks like the Bloodseeker turns with a Rupture. Stormhammer from Shad, but the yours is up in the air, and with a wee Requiem, they are going to try and get the Stone Gaze, but it's a reverse combo, not really paying off, and now they roll in with a 3-man Magnetize. Aramis is in with Boom, finding Mind Control, Wee turns with Razors, Shad does fall, and Miracle standing his ground, the Medusa's doing some decent work here. Viking can't battle up against Miracle, and Celery nearly dropping to the Snake, which flies across the map.
Finish him off.
GH, yeah, you're right. Snipes out the Enchantress, and NIGMA actually battle back in a decent manner.
Like, Sven still needs time, and it's gonna be a tough one for Sven, because they have Swap against his BKB. There's also Hookshot, Midnight Pulse, Black Hole, Stone Gaze, you name it.
They found GH. Good swap again by Kuro, though, and Storm Spirit will be able to walk off. A little bit of damage coming forward. Toby with a Blood Right Atos.
Manta style dodge. Don't even want to use it. Regen Rune on bottom. Who has vision
become a problem. Yules onto Aramis now as the raises from Shadow Fiend. Not quite comboing up to finish him off, but a hook shot in. Does find the catch onto Celery. Sven can't stick around. The full staff out. Celery bailing away. And they've ruptured GH, cancelling the TP. And a bit more damage from Sven's little double tap there will secure it. While the buyback from Aramis, he's rolling in deep, but he's been stunned up. Caught by the magic missile inside the Midnight Pulse, and Aramis is fed away. We are, though, found by the Storm Spirit as they do get a Storm Hammer, catching out that Enigma, the Black Hole there. Solo onto Sven, 3 heroes surrounding him, and Shad has no backup. Yes, you do take down Wee, but you're losing the rest of your team. Finally, Sven is able to turn around, but the mech from Mind Control healing back up his squad, and Medusa still here in the midst of battle, standing and fighting. Finding a lot of damage onto Boom, burning through his mana, but they've got to contend with a Bloodseeker as well. Boom, with the blood right in the vortex still. Tag onto Miracle, but they can't finish him off. Miracle's too tanky. And the regen is actually going to go to Miracle. Viking are back in the Roshan pit, only to be immediately scouted by GH.
Their damage is lacking to kill the Roche. Like, Sven needs to pop the ulti and finish it.
Well, he's going to walk in there, and they know there's no black hole for the hookshot. Who have they found? It's the backlight. Celery's blown up. With no buyback on Enchantress, Viking, they can't finish the job. This might allow Enigma to walk into the pit and do Roshan themselves. Roll in, hello, Magnetize with the Veil, and the Storm Spirit zips in onto Mind Control and trying to blow up the Enigma before any mech or heals, but he gets it off in time with the Requiem. It does play out and kills off Toby. Sven trapped in the cogs, but slices through GH, while Miracle, yet again,
still full HP, full mana on Medusa. Like, Medusa does not give a shit. And they're gonna finish off the Roche.
This last bastion of defense.
I'm gonna say something might sound stupid right now, but I think Nigma has this game. You know, doesn't necessarily meet the risk and invest into Divine Rapier. She has enough damage. The mischance against Sven is gonna be great. And then you might...
Miracle!
Yeah, then you might start thinking about getting a second Roche, because the first one died relatively fast, and this might be the time where you want to get a Rapier, like we're talking about the second Roche, where you're gonna have a full Butterfly and...
Storm. Boom is battling GH, but the rest of the squad is kind of coming in. They've got the stun. Boom is actually dead. Stormhammer lands on Mind Control. Boom's got nothing left. Okay. Now Sven. Well, he swapped back.
One more swap.
Mind Control. They've got a BKB Black Hole. Well, Sven's caught up in this now, isn't he? Medusa's coming in to try and get a bit of damage forward. Shad turns and does whack down Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't get the final touch. Mind Control walks away, and Miracle's going to shred through Shad. Oh, shit! Shad's dead! Toby and Celery, they've got to run.
Yeah, I mean, they had their time, and Medusa, she only managed to die twice. Good hook shot from Clockwork.
GH, and you are spot on, Lacoste. They are in full control of this game.
This is it.
Medusa's...
Like, I don't think this game's throwable anymore for Nigma.
They would have something to deal with this Medusa, but Storm, he has to come in and ball lightning the creeps. They have
Miracle
to
doesn't even
waves.
care about Blood Drive, he's just gonna keep hitting the Raxes.
A-move. He's just A-moving into the base.
That's it. No fight taken, suddenly, and Nigma 3k gold lead.
Yeah, coming back to the first Roche attempt, the fact that Viking poked their head in 2 or 3 times and they just didn't have the damage to actually kill off Roshan, and they kept trying it. We're going to see a bit of deja vu now. As the hookshot initiation from GH, overclock and hookshot again. Trying to come out as the rest of Nigma surrounding Boom. And there's the Shadow Fiend, Yule's BKB, focusing onto Toby, double raise, take him out with Miracle getting the kill.
There's the first buyback.
Dark Trolls there to say hello. And a Daedalus for Miracle now, you called it. No need to go Rapier.
That net, that's game changing. Keep him inside the blood right.
Oh, Stone Gaze to secure the Roshan. Storm zips in. BKB from Boom, but it doesn't help too much.
Dead.
And he is just annihilated by the Daedalus hits of Miracle. Cheese and Age is picked up now as Boom flies back. Blood right with a black hole. Onto the 2 of them. Shad caught inside it. And Nigma, they've done it. The comeback has been mounted successfully. Boom zips in, but he can't do a damn thing. A 5-man wipe with double buybacks. And Team Nigma now looking to close out Game 2 and tie things up.
You get so much value out of Cheese on Medusa. Probably the best cheese carrier in the game.
What do you even do? Like, Wee is just casually hitting barracks while Miracle's taking tier 4s. Oh, Celery, he's walked into the wrong neck of the woods there, hasn't he? They do roll in. Storm finding the Vengeful Spirit, trying to pick her off, but Boom is in trouble. Has to roll back up to the base. The Skadi hit following Aramis. Oh, it takes him down. Long-range artillery from the Medusa. And she's going to go and plant herself on the front lines again as Wee blinks in with a BKB Requiem. Boom down with no buyback, and that has got to be game. A buyback from Aramis.
Shad all feigned or Shad oof end. Not sure
Shad
which one is
end.
it.
Oh. It is a real difficult one for Viking to understand what happened there.
I mean, during the draft, we said like NIGMA has a greedy draft that they can play for the high ground, and this is exactly what they did.
I don't know how well it lanes against Viper as Leshrac, the final pick from Viking. That's a big one.
That's a good one. This is the hero that I wanted to see in the previous game, even though Storm did extremely well.
Celery, gonna get a courier snipe? Yeah, takes down Tide's courier. But that does mean Weehard does refill his bottle with a bounty. And top lane, Toby diving under the tier 1 for Kuro. Benj can always just TP away from this. Does exactly
He's
that.
tier 2.
Clever. While mid lane, Weehard. That's a big impetus hit. First blood from Celery. Good little rotation. Again, they bring both supports around that 5-minute bounty rune mark. And that top tier 1 falling is going to be a big problem for NIGMA, as it really does close out the amount of farm that Terrorblade is going to have.
Yeah, because when you take that tier 1 tower to the top lane, you will have Earth Spirit and Enchantress moving to the bottom or the mid lane, and mid lane tower almost to half HP already. Only 1 point in Edict on Leshrac, so I assume he's just gonna keep putting more points in Edict. There's the mid dive. There's no even a connection. SF with the Requiem.
Oh, the stun stops it. Doesn't have a stick or anything either, so no bit of burst regen. Boom. Gets the solo kill as Aramis also snipes out Kuroki in the top lane. Does have the Ravage though if NIGMA want to bring a bunch of heroes down here.
Maybe that's the big brain play. You're playing into Viper, you don't even get it. Arrow will connect. That's an easy kill.
That is a really nice setup there. Magic Missile Arrow. Finish him with Mind Control. Keep that Ravage for the next team fight as well. But it's a difficult defense of this mid-tier 1 now for NIGMA.
It's done. They're using the glyph, already outnumbered. They're bringing an extra hero, right? Tidehunter with a TP. So this might be it.
Gush into the haste of Lesh. They've got the tower and they are escaping. Can they stun the Enchantress on the way out? Tidehunter trying to walk forward. But Vipers arrive. Good little kick there, catching a couple on the way out, and the break. Oh, that's tickling Tide down, and he will hit the ground down. In comes Lash with a haste again. They roll forward onto Wii. NIGMA, they are struggling now as the arrow connects on nobody, and the Shadow Fiend left isolated by the rest of his team. Again, they are soaking up a lot of this aggression from Viking. Terrorblade is continuing to farm.
Like they do not want to take earlier fights.
Yeah, learning from some Counter-Strike teams and playing for retake, as they do Requiem on that Earth Spirit top. A nice little play from GH and Wii, and you said it. Moonlight Shadow to initiate. Good little pick-off. Wii in a really good position. Doesn't have Requiem though.
But he can set things up. Just
yours into Arrow?
Into Arrow. He's looking for an angle. There it is.
Waiting for that creep wave to go and waiting for the Lash to appear. Yule's Arrow. Razors and Starstorm. Easy pickings onto Boom's Leshrac. And Kuroki, he's also come up here, you know, good little... Nice job, boys. Well played. Still
and
waiting
again,
for
Moonlight Shadow.
TV.
Requiem combination is ready.
Can they find anybody? It feels like Viking knows something's happening. They have all run back. But GH has spotted Viper, Earth Spirit, and the Enchantress. He knows, and he feels the role moving forward. They try and dust to make a play. Rod of Atos onto the SF, but the Terrorblade. He's arrived, and they stun up Toby, obliterating Celery, and Viking are falling apart. A roll back, cancelled by the swap from Kuroki, a double coming in, and a triple for Miracle. It does arrive. Terrorblade on the map now, making his mark.
I think they go straight into Roche Pit. They just want to fight, and that was without using a Ravage. So, like we're talking about... late game, and it belongs to NIGMA once again. Like, they need to achieve a lot. Now they lost to Roche.
Viking opinion out, expecting that same kind of thing. And finally, Shad has BKB. So Lacoste, Viking should be ready to fight with everything they've got.
Yeah, this is it. Either he just straight up dies.
Yeah, the Ravage,
no BKB
3 BKB. They've killed off Shad. That's perfect from NIGMA. Now they want to swap back on the Leshrac. Yule's up into the air, but they've got Arrow to stun and the Fear from the Requiem. All connecting with the 2 big cores falling. NIGMA perfectly maneuver themselves into that Radiant Triangle.
Two cores just died, and like they're messing up with their timing so much because Viking wanted to take a fight right now with the fresh BKB bot on Sven. I love how V itemizes. He's not going for any greedy build. Instead, like Yule Scepter for a setup, and I'm gonna get a BKB straight away because he knows TB will get the farm.
GH is blinking in though. Revenge for Mind Control as the Terrorblade will slay the Viper. A mega kill into a double. It's an unstoppable Miracle TB. Aramis can't find an entry point. Sven is TPing to that top tier 1. But they're going to be fighting into this Aegis Terrorblade. Slowing him down. They know there's no Manta. He's got Manta. No Sunder. Split Earth and the Edict. Boom is
This
Invis.
is problematic.
This is difficult for Miracle now because the Aegis has popped and there's no backup. Venge is miles away. Venge is bottom lane. So, the Manta not dodging the stun. This time, they get the job done, and Terrorblade down. It's Viking. Finally, hit one of their timings with the items they picked up, and maybe we'll catch even GH. You'll Split Earth, landing it. No, the leap from GH into the Moonlight Shadow, but the Pulse Nova's coming, and GH is burnt alive.
Alright, this is exactly what Viking needed.
Radiant's
Ooh,
top tower is
Nigma.
under attack.
They scan, they know someone was there, and they're feeling like they can actually move back across the area. Maybe retake the outpost. Oh, Mind Control, stutter stepping, goes up high ground, spots the Earth
what
Spirit.
a blink!
The blink away from the right click. Oh, BKB from the Shadow Fiend jumping in. The Sven is there with the All Scepter up. They do try and catch the Earth Spirit and they try and blow him up. The race is not enough though, and Weehaw has to run. But that's God Strength BKB down for the Sven. And Shadow Fiend, well, he expends a couple of his abilities.
But they're
But
fine with that, because Sven just popped the ulti and he used the God Strength, so this really benefits Enigma. Like, Shadowfiend's like, I'm not the core guy here. You know, I'm just the one that wants to keep you busy. And here comes the Big Daddy TB.
oh, Arrow somehow goes under the wings of the Viper. They swap him back into the waiting arms of the Terrorblade.
Oh, DD just spawned.
Oh yes,
He gave
sure
him the
it
bottle.
did. Yule's on the Leshrac. In comes the Earth Spirit, catching the Ravage onto 3. They do clip the Leshrac on the left-hand side, but they're focusing the Sven. The Global Cape not enough. And Terrorblade with the DD rune is shredding through them all. Double kill for Miracle. And he wants Toby. He's hit him once with a Scardy slow. Aramis rolling back, trying to save Toby's life. But this TB range, look at how far he's attacking from. Shadow Fiend has blinked aggressively under the tier 2. Weehaw might survive, but it's an ultra for Miracle, and he's got a Rampage.
Give him the Rampage.
Give him the double. Give him the double Rampage. Bloodstone Yule's on Shrek now, but it's nowhere near enough to handle Miracle, this Terrorblade. He is absolutely cruising.
Oh, Enchantress bought out and probably just try to take off that double damage with the enchant. The Aegis here has Daedalus queued up. Boom, buying back.
Okay. Boom. Interesting. Well, the tips come.
He wants those tips, you know.
Dire are
He is a tip
I think
farmer.
they're done. I think they're done with this game.
Radiant's courier has been
He is
Like
harvesting them. Yule's Arrow. Boom gets caught. Wee's coming in with a BKB, Requiem, and another Yule Scepter. They're going to blow up Boom here, down to half HP. The double
Perfectly
razors.
timed.
Really well done by Wee. Die back on the Leshrac, gone for 100 seconds. Aegis and Cheese in the hands of your Miracle Terrorblade. And the thing is, that all lasted so long, Metamorphosis is back up in 25 seconds. Throwing spells onto the Terrorblade. Little by little, whittling him down, but they've swapped Toby back in. Sven, well, he's come into this fight a little bit late. We'll try and focus down and take out Kuroki. God Strength and that Aghanim Stormhammer paying off dividends. Holding the BKB, which is still 8 seconds duration. And Magnetize
What if Shad
being
is like,
spammed out.
I want to play Sven in the next patch. Oh, he's gonna get TB.
Nice Manta dodge.
Evasion.
And the evasion still
Gonna get
loses
it
the
off.
Aegis.
BKB. We have to ask him what's his favorite hero. If that's his favorite hero, kind of makes sense.
Just keep Sven viable, please.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Enigma going to take down 2 lanes of barracks, it looks like, focusing on the melee ones at the beginning.
Has fallen.
They can even go bottom if they would really like to.
Has fallen.
Still 17 seconds without the Leshrac. What's the defense
Guard
move?
pop.
Nice. Nice blink dodge. Catches the Viper. And that's him dead for 50. No buyback available. They also use an arrow, catching and stunning the Earth Spirit, and that's it. Buyback
Just a
from Aramis
casual
forced out.
buyback. You know what I like to say, Gary. When it's
Oh,
time to
boom.
call it, it is time to call it.
It looks
I
like it's
believe
time to
this
call
is
it. And there's the big Ravage, going to be securing this game for Team Nigma, taking down Shad, buying back into the battle. But this Terrorblade, with Sunder still ready to go, he pops the man to the cheese. The Stormhammer's there, and he does jump forward on Aramis, but Miracle's just too tanky. They don't have the staying power, and Shad's BKB is meaningless without the God Strength. It's up in 3 seconds with a 3-man Stormhammer. The mech from Mind Control heals them all back up, and they've got a Solar Crest to play with as Shad is killed a second time in a row, while Celery, Yules, and calls GG. Game 3 goes the way of Team NIGMA. And a second game in a row where they really do wait it out till that late game timing.
Yeah, I mean, they did exactly the same thing, and I'd say Viking kind of helped them out.